Avalon here, May 16th, 2019. You know, I was sitting here and thinking about how a whole lot of our lives have changed since about 2003. Because if you think about it, we went to war in 2003, and in America we had to watch Baghdad on the TV without the picture changing, just shots of bombs and stuff for like days. Yeah, when they went in there for a few minutes. Anyway, a lot of you, there's people that are 16 years old right now who know nothing but war. Why are we in war longer this time than all the other times when we were able to speak up and actually have peaceful protests with songs and stuff? Anyway, and not get arrested for just being there. And that's the truth. That's what's happening. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is in 2003, when we went to war, the Constitution of the United States of America, which we love and adore, why is all this craziness happening? It's because they signed into play in the powers that be place in D.C. what they do when we're at war, which means they are saving us from terrorists, they're watching for terrorists on our soil, and that our Constitution now is watered down, which might explain the police brutality. So the whole point of this is to remind people that we're in 2019, we've been at war. I guess we've all been distracted, or just like war. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is we're at war. And so for 16 years, that's all we've been doing is warring. So we start off in Afghanistan, right? And so they sell lots of light machinery and all that business is going good. You know, it helps with the economy to be at war. It does. And people are getting killed, and they're coming up with weird machines that are weirder than the ones we even used to use in 47. Although, if you live in San Marcos, Texas, you can have chloramine in your shower and fluoride. Pick one. Those are both biochemical weapons from war. So our whole planet right now is at war. Duh. I mean, it's not really a world war, but if you really look at it, it kind of is sneaky and weird. And why have we not been able to make changes? It's because we have a war consciousness. 1990s, we didn't have the word hater. You know, we didn't have to use narcissistic abuse. Was that some new development in psychology? I've been a nurse since 87. No, it's the same thing. It's called domestic violence on domestic soil. That means in America, we are at war. In our families, we are at war. Because when you have war going on all the time, and that's all you're talking about, because basically it's an energy, you know, a war, and then you get weird things happening where your constitutional rights aren't being, you know, applied, and you go and you look into it like I have, and find out, uh-oh, we're in trouble. We have signed off on our constitutional rights as long as we're at war. So that would be a number one topic of solution-oriented thinking that I'd like to think us to go with, if you watch my channel, is we need to be out of war. Bring everybody home, keep your ambassadors where they need to be, put everybody they need to be on where they need to be located, around our borders apparently, protecting us. We don't need to be building frigging walls. Okay? And not to mention, I hate to explain this to people, but most of the arguing and fighting of war right now is mostly being done by artificial intelligence, which you probably all knew. So, like men and women, you know, they're getting screwed in the head there, but from different stuff that's normal to war. And it's not good for anything. It's killing people like babies and mothers and doctors and volunteers, and just not helping. So why don't we start off with that and just stop warring? I'm going to stop warring just for this day. I'm going to stop warring against me. That's right. But I got to get me together first. And then perhaps reach out to others. Take care and tell me what you think about this war concept. Remember the song, War, What Is It Good For? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, take care. We're going to get through this, and peace.